Hi guys, welcome to another video of Shut and Rajes. Today I have a very special phone for you. This is the Mi 11 Ultra. You know, a company like Xiaomi, which is in the territory of making cheap phones, not cheap per se, but budget phones is the right word. And when they make a flagship, and specifically a flagship with this big camera bump, you have to check it out. So this is going to be my initial impressions and why I think Xiaomi has the potential to make good flagship phones, but where they lack, like where they are being dragged down. So starting first thing first is the screen. This is a full 2 HD screen, and it's a good screen. I am not going to tell you that this is the best screen in the market. Samsung still makes the best screen, and Apple makes the well calibrated and color accurate screen, but still this is a very good screen. One thing that I specifically notice sometimes is the colors are at times a little washed out. Like if you are playing something, that's I think a software issue rather than a hardware, but still that's present on the phone. Moving on, the next thing is the performance. This has Snapdragon 888 processor, so expecting any less performance from this is going to be a very naive mistake, but this one has a very good performance. Almost everything runs lag free. Games like the Battleground, which is now available on Play Store, runs perfect on this phone. So overall the performance is also decent. Before we get going ahead and check out Mi 11 Ultra in more details, I have one segue. Do you also desire to begin trading in the world of cryptocurrency and gain profits, but haven't found the right platform yet? Well, you can check out CoinSwitch Kuber. It is an easy, quick and a seamless platform with over 75 cryptocurrencies for you to trade in and more than 7 million plus users. CoinSwitch Kuber has an excellent customer support and service. The people there are always on the go to assist you. The platform provides instant deposit and withdrawals with a hassle-free process. Before that, you just need to fill a 1-minute KYC form. Just fill in your basic details, images of your PAN card, address proof like Aadhaar card or passport, and upload a selfie, and it's done. Deposit and withdraw funds instantly. You can begin with even rupees 100. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the description box. Download now and start earning instantly. The next thing is the camera. So this is a huge camera bump. Like this, you can rest your phone on your fingers. The camera bump is that huge. Is it functional? Well, yes, compared to Android phones, this is functional, but I'm still going to rate the Samsung S21 Ultras a little better than this camera. But still, these are very good cameras. The original depth of field effect, because this has a very large sensor, is amazing. It has some drawbacks, which is like when you are taking picture of a large subject, only a small part of the subject is in focus because it has a very huge depth of field. So that is something that I faced, but still I would give the Apple an edge in photography. Pixels I have not used in India a lot because Pixel 5 is not available in India. But still, this is a good camera. DxOMark has rated it the best camera in the world, but I don't think that's that score you have to give a lot of head to. But this is a decent camera phone. Like in the flagship category, this will be among top 3 that good the camera phone is. One thing that Xiaomi added is the dual display, which is the kind of a Mi Fit screen put in here. I haven't used it properly till yet, but while taking photos, you can actually take photos from the back camera, which is like the huge sensors. So that way it's good, but not of much practical use, and definitely not worth this huge chunky camera bump. Now moving on to the other thing, that is the charging. I have never mentioned charging in a lot of my videos, but this time I'm doing because this has 67 watt fast wireless and wired charging, and it makes a lot of difference. Like in the morning when I wake up, I have to charge my iPhone, and this is the phone, Android phone that I'm currently using. It's like I have to remember that I have to charge my iPhone. This I can charge in literally 15 to 20 minutes. If it is on 50% battery, I can charge in 15 minutes and get going. So charging is something that I would say Chinese manufacturers, especially OnePlus, Xiaomi, Oppo, Vivo, have I think conquered very well. Like they have been very good in charging speeds. Now moving on to the next part, that is going to be the overall experience of the phone. That is where things starts looking a little, weak for Xiaomi, because software is the biggest part, because that is the part that you interact with. You're not going to interact with the sensors or the Snapdragon 888 processor. You are going to interact with the software, and I don't think software is that good. I mean, if I'm going to rate software in Android, first choice would be Pixel, second would be Samsung or OnePlus. You can rate both together. Samsung still makes a little skinny software, like they put a skin on Android, but still they have trimmed down it. Xiaomi on the other hand has a lot of features which are completely useless. Like there are features where you can take screenshots which are longer. I know a lot of people need that, but when you take long screenshots, the image is pixelated, so you anyway cannot use it. Other small features which seem very interesting in the first but are going to be useless after a little while. So what I would say about the phone is that this is a good, decent phone, very decent phone, but it lacks only in one thing, that is the software. If a Chinese company or any company like Oppo, Vivo and OnePlus or Xiaomi themselves are going to try and make flagship phones, they have to make good software also, because software defines the phone. So this is going to be, you know, a phone that I would recommend to someone who likes their phone to be a little flashy, because in the black color also with the huge camera bump, this is a little flashy phone. Performance is still very good. If you are looking in this budget, this costs 70,000 rupees in India. This is better than OnePlus. Overall, a better package than OnePlus, because the camera is better than OnePlus, in my opinion. Performance is almost equivalent, because both of them are using Snapdragon 888. Due to the skin on Xiaomi, it's a little slower, but I have not, which is very surprising for me, that I have not felt a single lag on the operating system yet, like on the skin, the Xiaomi skin that they have put, which I failed on Samsung miserably. Like I have faced lots of lags even on the flagship phones like the Fold 2 or the S21 Ultra. So that's something very surprising that Samsung couldn't figure it out yet. But overall, software is the only dragging part of this phone, else it's a very good phone and I can recommend it. I could have recommended it in a heartbeat, but no, I'm not going to. But yeah, if you are in the market looking for a phone in this budget and you don't like Samsung's design, this is a good phone. This feels good in hand. Charging is something that is very good. Battery life is also decent enough. Gaming performance is also good. So thank you so much for watching the video, guys. I hope you liked the video, and we are making very fun and very, you know, exciting content for you. Like we are planning short trips, travel, etc. Because, you know, this is COVID time, and I request every one of you also, if it is not necessary, please stay at your home. That's why we also have not been making a lot of travel content, because, you know, we are in a tough situation. We are in the middle of a pandemic. So till everyone is vaccinated, there is not a solution to the problem. I hope you guys are safe. Thank you so much for watching.